Hello, good day, and welcome everyone to this week's Make It Snappy session. You are here with Yashin from Modern and OneSolve, and the short video session will include a brief overview of the Inventor sheet metal circular pattern tool. So if you have not seen our previous videos on a very similar topic, circular pattern for Inventor sheet metal parts, please take a look at our YouTube channel and have a look at that video. The principles are very similar. So what we're going to do is have a look at using the circular pattern tool specifically for sheet metal parts. And how that works is, if you have a look at my sheet metal component, I do have a square cutout. And what I'd like to do is replicate that feature in a circular or round fashion on this base flat sheet. How that's going to work is I have to activate a tool, and that's going to be the circular pattern tool found inside of your sheet metal ribbon. Once I activate that, there's a couple inputs you have to make first before it actually works. That will be defining your feature, okay, the feature that you want to copy. So for example, I'm going to grab this original instance and it's been selected, and then I have to define a rotation axis. So simply click on the button inside my dialog box, and what you're going to notice is I don't actually have a relatively well aligned axis. Just a little tip: if you don't have an axis to pattern around, or you don't have a round feature that you can use, such as a circle or radial edge, what you're going to have to use is something a little bit different. In this case, I have gone over to my origin work folder and turned on the visibility of my y-axis. I can use this pre-existing feature as a rotation axis to create my circular pattern. So all I have to do is simply select on that y-axis, and you'll notice in the preview we do get additional instances of that square cutout being created. So inside the dialog box we have some control on the behavior of these additional instances. Okay, we can define the orientation. Okay, and what this does, it allows you to change the position. Okay, and you'll notice that the square cutouts shift to align with the original representation. If I select it again, they are positioned on a circular circumference. Okay, and their position shifts slightly. In addition to that, what we can do is define how many instances we'd like. Do we want 10, 4, 6, and so forth? Over and above your placement, so the amount of instances you'd like to have, you can control the extent to which the pattern will follow. So do we want 6 within 180 degree span? And that will adjust. Do we want 6 in a 270 degree span? And that will adjust. So you've got a couple tools to play with around here. In this case, I'm going to leave it at a full 360 and have a total of 6 instances available. Once I'm satisfied with those inputs, I can simply select OK, and there we go. We have our sheet metal cutouts that have been replicated. Okay, over and above that, we can use the sheet metal circular pattern function to pattern more than one feature. So you'll notice I do have this flange feature that's been created. It's got a cut out in the middle as well as some corner rounds on the side. So those are additional features that I'd like to pattern, and I can do this all in one go by using the circular pattern tool. Start the function, and in this case what I'm going to do is choose more than one feature at a time. Okay, simply select the flange itself, the slot, as well as the corner round edges. Once I've made those selections, I simply define a rotational axis. In this case, a great one to use is your predefined axes that come with every part. So I'm going to use the y-axis once again, and once I've done that, you can see the pattern sort of doesn't align to my sheet metal square base, so I can make some adjustments and change that to 4 instances. Okay, now that I'm happy with my input, I can select OK, and there we go. I have those additional flange options patterned on my component. So that summarizes the circular pattern tool for the sheet metal environment. Hope you guys enjoyed that session. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more content.